Hello, I am Jeff Hajek. I'm the owner and founder of Action, and once again I'm here with a quick lesson from my continuous improvement development guide. And today we're talking about one of the things that you do early on in phase 2, in the committing phase, and that's when you start applying the resources to start building your lean infrastructure. So you have to start getting in mind that you're going to be spending money on certain things. Now there's two types of infrastructure. There's the physical infrastructure, and that means the space and the materials and the tools to do things like building right-sized workbenches. So a lot of times if you have a non-lean company or a traditional manufacturer, they'll just go out and they'll buy 6 or 8 foot benches from a catalog. But once you become a lean company, you start realizing that you want to have your workspace defined or designed to match the process. So you need to be able to build custom carts, custom workbenches, custom materials, storage racks. Everything has to be custom made to match your process. And that means you need to have the facility available to build it. You have to have the materials ready to pull off. And some people use B-line, some people use creeform, some people just use iron bars and they weld it all together. Whatever process you use, whatever system you use to build those custom carts, you need to make sure you have the materials, tools, everything available for it. And it even goes on to this standard 5S carts, Kanban systems where you have bins available for people to switch over, and then you restock this main location. Kaizen kits for team leaders to put together, having the rooms available and set up for Kaizen activities so that you don't have to go searching for everything. So the more infrastructure you put in place, the easier your improvement processes are going to be. And it's not just a physical. Like I said, there's two different types. There's also the intellectual type, the intellectual infrastructure. And that's your training materials, it's your best practices, it's your forms and tools. It's basically all the digital things that you have that support your Kaizen practices, your continuous improvement practices. So you need to have that all available. And the more infrastructure you have in place, the easier it is to start making improvements. Because the people don't have to reinvent the wheel, and they don't have to go searching for things, they don't have to go scrounging up the materials, they don't have to learn where to order things from. If everything is all ready to go, where all they have to apply is their creativity and their knowledge of the process, and not have to figure out how to actually do the improvement process and source that, it makes it so much easier. So the right infrastructure really rapidly increases the pace of your continuous improvement. So that's what I recommend, is having both the physical stuff available, physical infrastructure, and the intellectual infrastructure available. Now, one of the things I'll make sure that I don't confuse you with here is there's a difference between lean infrastructure, which is the stuff that supports you, and then a lean organization, which is the type of hierarchy or the type of organization of departments that support lean. So if you have your tooling is going to be doing your fixturing versus facility doing fixtures, minor fixtures, and things like that, you want to have that all clarified. But that's different from the infrastructure. Whatever organization does whatever function needs to have the infrastructure available for them to do that properly. So that's all I have to say about that for today. Make sure you have a good infrastructure in place to support whatever it is you're going to do, and make sure that the teams that are going to be doing that work have access to that infrastructure. Okay, this is Jeff Hajek, signing out.